Hey guys, so this is a recap from Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday because I barely recorded for any of those days. So right now I'm going to start off with a VEDO 7. So VEDO 7 was a Friday, I believe. Let me double check so I'm not being confused. It's not showing up. I should just look on my phone. I should have known. Okay, so it was Friday. Sorry it took me so long. So I'll have to recount 3 days like this. But Friday was really hectic because I had to go to work really super early in the morning. Every first Friday of the month, we have something called country breakfast, which is for all our residents, and they get like a kind of like a special breakfast meal. So because the cook that was starting there that day was brand new. It was her first day like doing the shift by herself. I decided that I would cook the country breakfast for her. I was supposed to be there at 4:30 a.m., which is the time that the AM cook usually starts. I was there at 5:30. Now, for some strange reason, my phone decided to like restart in the middle of the night, and like thank God I was like opening my eyes and like looking at the clock. I was kind of waking up already during that time, and I looked at my phone and it was like 5 minutes to 5, and I literally like jumped from the chair and like started changing and stuff because I was supposed to wake up at 3:30 or something and like take a shower and get there at 4:30, but it didn't happen. And it's not like I slept really late or anything. Like I went out with Patrick and Leanne that night, but I have no idea what happened. But anyway, so I went there early in the morning and I was like miraculously able to get out all the breakfast on time. Oh, and the day before I prepped like all the vegetables and stuff so that I wouldn't have to be like chopping and stuff in the morning, which was like really super smart. Thank you. But yeah, so that happened and it was, oh man, it was so crazy. So here's a picture of what I created that day. It's a little cheese omelet with a little green onion garnish and sausage links instead of their usual sausage patties, and some diced potatoes with bell peppers, and a little strawberry garnish with toast. I am pretty proud of myself. Next up is a little clip of what I was able to record that day, which is just a short little video of me at Starbucks. Morning, guys. It's like 8 o'clock in the morning, and I'm getting Starbucks right now because I had to make breakfast for all the residents this morning. And I'm at fucking Starbucks because I was like, oh, let me treat myself. And this fucking bitch ass van decides to cut me off because it's a drive through Starbucks. There's a line, and then so I'm making a left into the line. And so I was waiting for a gap to be there so I wouldn't be in the fucking driveway. And this bitch decides to just cut in front of me because he was making a right turn into the driveway and he just cut me off. And I was like, fucking bitch. Like, I was just waiting for a fucking opening. I gave him my angry Asian eyes. It was great. I'm really hungry. Just thought I should vlog now before I won't be able to do it later. Man, vlogging takes up a lot of space, especially when I use the front camera. Like, I deleted like 9 gigs of video, and that was only from like the first 3 days. Yeah, crazy. But anyway, I'm gonna make my order now, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye. That Friday was super weird because I had to only work 6 hours out of my 8 because I knew that my delivery was gonna come later in the afternoon. Generally, I am the person that puts things away. So I took off early, like around 12 o'clock, and I did my 6 hours. I did everything I had to do, and I was like, maybe I should like go out and treat myself, but I was really tired. And my boyfriend was like, why don't you watch a movie by yourself? And I was like, that actually sounds like really fun. But then I was like, I felt gross and I had woken up like really stressed out that day. So I was like, man, I'm just gonna go home where Leanne was hanging out. Leanne was just hanging out here doing her homework. So I went home and I was like, I'm gonna take a shower and just like relax. But like I went on my bed and then I was just like relaxing or whatever. It was like 1 o'clock, and then 2 o'clock rolls by and I'm like, okay, I should take a shower soon. And then my freaking staff texts me and they're like, oh, Cisco's here. And I'm like, are you fucking me? First, like, all this shit happens and then the delivery comes 2 hours than usual, which is usually that's a good thing because then I get to just put stuff away and then go home. But like for some strange reason, it came earlier and I was like, crap, well I have to leave now. I didn't even take a shower. So I left, I went back and I put away all the stock, and for some reason like everything that I thought I had time for was rolling in I like didn't have time for them even though I had like the whole freaking day. I put away the stock, and then like we had to have an IDT meeting with a family member that had some concerns. It took like 45 minutes of my time. But yeah, so that happened. So then after that was done, I still had to do all the stuff that I was supposed to do at the end of the day. And then I ended up staying longer than I wanted, which was like really late because I was up, I was like working for like the whole day. It was really crap. And then I ended up taking like stuff home. Like I brought like a carton of stuff because I was like, oh, I have to like organize stuff and I'm not working on Monday, so I might as well bring it with me and like work on some stuff. And then after that night, I was like, man, I'm so tired. I want to like go out. So I called my boyfriend. He was gonna hang out with us the next day on Saturday. I was like, why don't you just stay over? We'll have dinner tonight and then like we'll hang out tonight. And he was like, yeah, sure. So I go and I pick him up because Glendale and like North Hollywood, it's like not that far from each other. So I go and pick him up. We decide to go out to dinner with my sister. First we go to a Korean barbecue place, but of course it's Friday night and it's like really freaking packed. And so we were like, okay, change of plans. And then for some reason, like all the other Korean barbecues, like either didn't have like a really good parking situation, which is like normal. There was one that we were like, oh, let's try this one, and it was like closed, but we had been there before, and it was like, oh, okay, that's awkward. I was like, you know what? Let's just not do Korean. So we decided to go to Thai barbecue, which was awesome. And the food was really great. But in the middle of like eating, or I think while I was driving from Tomas's house, all of a sudden my neck got super stiff. Like I still, it still hurts. Like now it's down here on my collarbones. It hurts to like make really sudden movements, or when I'm laying on the bed, if I have to pull myself up, it'll hurt a lot. And so we were eating, and every time I swallowed, it would hurt. And like even today when I was eating, like it would hurt me when I swallowed, like right down here. And so the whole weekend where I was like, oh, I get to relax, it's like, no, I had this fucking neck problem, which was like great. But anyway, we went out to eat and then we went back home and then we chilled, and yeah, and that was the end of it. But yeah, that neck thing like really got to me. And then that night too, I had a horrible time sleeping. Like I don't know what happened, but I kept waking up and I couldn't sleep and my neck was so stiff. I tried to like jam like I took one of my jackets or something and I rolled it up and I tried to put it like right underneath my neck, and then I tried to like sat up against the wall of my bed and I just kind of like tried to sleep like this, and it didn't help either. And I don't know if it made it worse, but yeah, I don't know. Ow, it still hurts. Yeah, so that was my Friday. I will see you guys in the next video where I talk about the Saturday, which was a little bit more awkward, huh? I'll see you guys later.